Welcome to the series of Azure ML Toolbox video tutorials. Today I am going to talk about missing value scrubber control in Azure ML. This is one of the most important control you want to utilize when you pre-process your data. It provides some basic methods for handling missing values. It expects a dataset as input and it returns a dataset with missing values that are substituted by a method that you select. So missing values can be handled in multiple ways, but the method you choose will be applied to the entire dataset. So if you want to treat some of the columns by using missing value scrubber, then use select columns in dataset control. Then select a few columns and apply missing value scrubber methods on those selected columns only. For that, we first have to understand the dataset and see what columns consist of missing values. So I have adult census income dataset on the canvas. Let's visualize it. I will check each column one by one to see if it has any missing values. When I click on any column, some statistics will appear on the right hand side. Here we will know if it contains some missing values or not. As you can see, age column consists of 0 missing values. So we don't want to apply missing value scrubber control on age column. Let's go ahead and see the second column, which is work class. So this column consists of 1836 missing values. So we want to apply missing value scrubber on this column. Likewise, I already have a list of columns from this dataset which contains missing values. And I have selected only those columns by using select column in dataset control. So work class, occupation and native country are 3 columns which had a lot of missing values. Now we have to treat all this missing data. You can do a bunch of things if you go to properties pane of missing value scrubber. The first thing that you have to do is to choose a method from this drop-down list for treating missing values. Currently, we have selected custom substitution method. The next parameter is replace with value. This parameter is specific to custom substitution value method. We have to type replacement value for all the missing values in this text box. If you specify a floating point value to replace missing values in a column of integers, the value substituted will be converted to the nearest integer. I will keep 0 in this field. The next parameter is columns with all MV. From this drop-down list, you can choose whether to keep columns or remove columns which contain all the missing values. I will select keep columns option here. And the last parameter is missing value indicator column. From this drop-down list, you can choose whether to generate missing value indicator columns or not. I will select this generate option, which is over here, and now I will run the experiment. So let's see the output. Azure ML has generated 3 additional columns to indicate whether that particular column contains missing values or not. If the column had any previous missing values, then it will be marked as true, otherwise false. So let's find out what values were missing. So this is native country is missing column, and here it is marked as true. So in native country column, the value is replaced by 0. Likewise, it has replaced all the missing values in the dataset by zeros. The next method in missing value scrubber is replace using mice. The long form of mice is multiple imputation by chained equations. This method initializes the missing entries with a default value. Then it updates each column by using an appropriate regression or classification algorithm. These updates are repeated a number of times as specified by the number of iterations parameter. We have already talked about these 2 parameters. So once you're done with setting all the properties, you can hit run at the bottom of the page. I'll go ahead and talk about rest of the methods in missing value scrubber, but before that, I need numeric columns to perform those operations. So I have this save dataset which contains age column which has a lot of missing data, and it is a numeric feature. This is the age column which contains 177 missing values. So I will be applying rest of the missing value features on age column. I've selected age column in select columns in dataset control as well. In missing value scrubber, select replace with mean option. Use this option if you know that missing values would be approximately same as the rest of the values. It calculates mean of all the values in a column and assigns replacement value to any missing value in every column with a data type of integer, double, or boolean. Now run the experiment. Let's visualize the output. In age is missing column, this row is indicated by true, which means that the corresponding value in edge column was missing initially. Therefore, Azure ML has calculated mean of all the values in edge column and it has been assigned to all the missing rows. The next option in missing value scrubber is replace with median. It assigns the median of a column to any missing value in every column with a data type of integer or double. I will keep both these entries as it is and I'll run the experiment. Let's visualize the output. In age is missing column, this entry is marked as true, which means that the corresponding entry in age column was missing initially and now it has been assigned with a value of 28. Since the median of this column is 28 and therefore wherever there are missing values, 28 is assigned to it. Moving ahead, the next option in missing value scrubber is replace with mode. It assigns the mode of the column to any missing values in every column with a data type of integer, double, boolean, or categorical. I'll keep these two parameters as it is and I'll run the experiment. Let's visualize the output. In age is missing column, this entry is marked as true, which means that corresponding entry in edge column was missing initially and now it has been assigned a value of 24. The mode of this column is 24 and wherever there are missing values, 24 is assigned to it. And the last option in missing value scrubber is remove entire row. It removes all the rows in the dataset with one or more missing values. This is useful if the missing value can be considered as missing at random. I will keep rest of the settings as it is and run the experiment. Let's visualize the number of rows in the original dataset. It has 891 rows. Now we will visualize the number of rows in missing value scrubber's output. It has 714 rows, which means that 177 rows containing missing values have been removed from the dataset. So before choosing any method from missing value scrubber, you have to analyze your data. You can choose replace with median if your dataset has a large number of outliers. You can choose replace with mean if your values are very close to each other. So it actually depends on your dataset. And this is how missing value scrubber control works. Thank you.